all people, why did it have to be Bernie that found him?
Well, I thought that we'd have, like, at least a day or something before all this kicked off.
Yeah, well, it's happening right now. Well, I need to get showered for a start. I don't want anyone to see me like this, do I?
BBC's EastEnders sees fans speculate on Keanu's murder suspect, ruling out Jack. Linda's crime is under wraps, but a discovery threatens the cover-up. Denise's return sparks confrontations, revealing Stacy's affair with Jack. Emotions run high as alliances shift, with Jack's probing risking Denise's ultimatum. Tensions escalate in Walford. BBC EastEnders fans work out who will be framed for Keanu's murder, and it's not Jack. EastEnders viewers think they know which character will end up being set up for the murder of Keanu Taylor on the BBC soap, amid his body being discovered this week. EastEnders viewers think they know who will be set up for Keanu Taylor's demise, amid his body being found. Keanu's corpse has been under the floor of the cafe for months, after his Christmas Day murder. Viewers note that his killer is Linda Carter, with her stabbing him with a meat thermometer. She was trying to stop him from killing his partner Sharon Watts during a row, with Stacey Slater, Kathy Beale, Suki Panesar and Denise Fox witnessing the crime. They made a pact to cover it up and bury his body, while telling the police he had fled Walford and was on the run after attacking Nish Panesar. The truth started to unravel this week, as a crack in the floor caused it to cave in. As works were about to be done, Bernadette Taylor couldn't help but notice the stench coming from the floor, commenting that something had died. She had no idea, of course, that it was her brother's body under the floor, and at the end of Wednesday's episode we saw her and Alfie Moon discover the human remains before calling the police. The Six, as they are known, knew it was only a matter of time before they were quizzed over the events of Christmas Day. But viewers believe they know how the women will get out of the crime. They believe someone in Walford will be framed for the death, after Jack Branning learned the truth about wife Denise's involvement, and helped remove evidence linking her to the body. When Denise and Stacy tried to get Denise's necklace that had fallen in beside the body weeks earlier, Jack walked in on them and demanded answers. As he finally found out the truth, he agreed to help them but wanted to have no part in any of it. So with Denise's link to the body now gone and with Jack helping the ladies, it's unlikely they will frame him. Instead, something Alfie Moon said to the police and a scene that aired moments before the body was discovered may give away who will be framed. Fans are convinced that Dean Wicks being outside of the cafe when it all kicked off and Alfie telling the police that he walked by could see him become a suspect. So if the police question his whereabouts around the time the cafe floor was disturbed, resulting in the body being found, might they think he was behind it? Could that also lead to his feud with Keanu coming to light, and will the police find out about him sneaking into the Vic on Christmas Day? Taking to X, one fan posted, Dean unexpectedly needing money / wanting to leave as soon as the body is dug up, Alfie saying to the police Dean walked past the cafe when it was broken in. And let's not forget he was practically at the scene of the crime on Christmas Day. See where this is heading? Another fan posted, Dean is going to jail and it's Linda's justice. A third added, oh Dean is so getting framed for Keanu's murder. EastEnders airs dramatic aftermath of affair bombshell in early iPlayer release. Spoiler warning for Tuesday, March 19, 2024. EastEnders has revealed the dramatic aftermath of Martin Fowler's discovery that Stacey Slater has been secretly seeing Jack Branning behind the back of Denise Fox. Martin cheerfully arrived back in Walford, only to walk in on Stacey and Jack sharing a farewell smooch after calling a halt to their affair. As Jack tried to downplay it, Stacey ended up admitting to Martin that she and Jack had been sleeping together for quite some time, but it was now over. A disgusted Martin left, seeking support from godmother Kathy Cotton, who tried to persuade Martin to keep quiet about Stacey and Jack. When Kathy explained that she wanted to keep the peace between Stacey and Denise, an angry Martin was baffled, and Kathy brushed it off. However, viewers know she was aiming to stop the murderous pact between the woman from exploding. Trying to stay cool and collected, Kathy quizzed Martin on Sharon Watts, who remains in Australia. Calming down, Martin explained that Sharon had been the one who urged Martin to return home early to surprise his loved ones. Kathy advised Martin to stop concerning himself with Stacey's actions. Meanwhile, Jack panicked that his marriage was about to be destroyed, and Stacey assured him that it wouldn't be as Jack hoped to minimize the fallout of Martin's fury. Jack later broke down to Denise, revealing how scared he had been during her recent illness, and the pair shared a tender moment. But amid this breakthrough, a riled-up Martin stormed back to the Fox Branning residence, where his attitude towards Jack was witnessed by Chelsea Fox. Chelsea let rip at Martin for his aggression towards Jack, but her praise for her stepfather led Martin to expose Jack's infidelity to her. Chelsea announced Jack and Stacy's cheating to the rest of the family, but Denise revealed she knew about the fling and wanted to move on. As Jack latched onto this lifeline, Martin told Denise that he had only just seen Jack and Stacy kissing. Realization dawned on Denise that the affair had continued, but still the selfish Jack claimed there was nothing going on. As he looked to Stacy to back him up, there was a huge throwback to the moment Jack's brother Max shamelessly tried to persuade Stacy to go along with his fib that the now famous footage of them smooching was a wind-up. Just as she had done during EastEnders' epic 2007 Christmas special, Stacy confirmed the truth as she tearfully uttered the words, "I'm sorry." Jack made excuses as he claimed that Denise had pushed him away and this was, apparently, why he felt the need to cheat. A raging Chelsea lunged at Stacy, while Martin and Jack came to blows in a violent showdown which spilled out onto the street. Harvey Monroe arrived and intervened, and Stacy tried to justify her behavior, but confessed she had caught real feelings for Jack. Lily Slater disowned Mum Stacy as Chelsea took Denise away from the house, and Martin asked why Stacy had gone anywhere near Jack. Stacy had the nerve to claim that Jack wouldn't have looked her way if he had been happy with Denise, and Martin walked away in disgust. As Jack and Stacy were left out in the cold, can their families ever forgive them or have they pushed them all away for good? EastEnders airs major confrontations for Denise Fox in early BBC iPlayer release. Spoiler warning for Thursday, March 14, 2024. EastEnders aired dramatic scenes for Denise Fox as she returned to Walford after a stay in a mental institution. The BBC One soap saw the beloved character back on Albert Square after her psychotic episode last month, which culminated in her being sectioned after Stacey Slater called mental health services. Despite receiving treatment for her psychotic episode, Denise remained tight-lipped to the authorities and her family about the real cause of her mental decline, covering up killer Linda Carter's murder of Keanu Taylor and that she was the one who almost killed Nish Panesar and her signature D necklace was buried with Keanu's body beneath the cafe. After having received messages from her loving eldest daughter Chelsea Fox about how missed she was, Denise discharged herself and was back home in Thursday's episode and immediately summoned the remaining members of the Six, not including the still absent Sharon Watt, to a meeting in the Queen Vic. While the rest of the ladies expressed their pleasure at Denise's recovery, she was, rightfully, very clear that she had felt abandoned and uncared for by all of them, prompting a prickly response from Suki Panesar and Kathy Cotton to plead for no arguing. Denise then made clear why she summoned them. She didn't say anything and she never will, but she also doesn't want to have the women in her life any more than necessary for her mental health and happiness. Advice was also delivered by Denise, imploring Linda to focus on her children, encouraging Suki to finally seize happiness with soulmate Eve Onwin, and remarking that Kathy should be cared for by her kids and grandchildren. However, despite Stacy's protestations that they shared a grandchild, Denise remained determined to cut Stacy out of her life as much as possible after her cheating with Denise's husband Jack Branning. Of course, unbeknown to Denise, it wasn't a one-off and the pair only recently concluded their adulterous affair. Returning home, Denise was delighted to be reunited with Amy Mitchell and before having an emotional conversation with Jack who begged her for answers and apologized for how he had failed her as a husband. However, Jack questioned Denise on some issues with the 6 stories about Christmas. If Denise hit Nish as Stacy revealed to him, then why would Keanu have fled Walford and why were his fingerprints on the champagne bottle? Branning detective skills finally working. Denise then boldly revealed that she only struck Nish so violently because of her marital troubles with Jack and claimed she was thinking about Jack when she hit Nish, citing his emotional blackmail of her over Christmas. Jack then tearfully professed his love for Denise, "Make your mind up, mate," and revealed that she intends to stay with him, prompting Jack to try and get Denise to confess to whatever else she is hiding to protect her future and his career. Yet, as Jack pressed for more answers, an upset Denise delivered him an ultimatum: drop the case or lose her and their family. Will Jack really back down now? It seems that next week, Jack's prying helps to bring Denise and Stacy back together as allies and they plan a Branning-Slater family barbecue together. The event leads to Stacy feeling guilty about her past behavior, and despite encouraging Denise to fight for her marriage, she shares a tender goodbye kiss with Jack in the garden, only to be caught out by Stacy's returned ex-husband Martin Fowler. As Stacy confesses all to Martin, will he remain quiet? Please subscribe our channel.